Hello and welcome to the latest in our video series on laboratory safety. Our topic today is chemical labeling. Now when it comes to people, it's probably better to avoid labeling them. But when it comes to chemicals, labeling is critical to safety. Why do we label? The quick answer is because it's required by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, to meet its hazard communication standard. But let's really think about why chemical labeling is important. It all boils down to one important thing. We label chemicals for your safety. Have you ever seen bottles in the lab and wondered, what is that? Who left it? Can I touch it? Do I need to wear any protective clothing? Or what happens if it spills? These are all excellent questions. And proper chemical labeling should answer those questions and more. To learn more about chemical labeling, let's follow NJ as he labels his sample he needs for his lab work.
First, what makes a good label? NJ realizes the label should have the name of the person who owns the sample, the date it was labeled, and the full chemical name of the material. A good label will also define any hazards associated with the material inside. So NJ researches and includes information about potential hazards. He uses the great resources easily available to him. Material Safety Data Sheets, or MSDS, are an ideal place to start. Here NJ will find vital information like risk phrases or R phrases from the European Union, hazard phrases or H phrases from the globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, the National Fire Protection Association or NFPA ratings, exposure controls for the material and any appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE required for handling. NJ also finds important information in the sections about physical properties, ecological information, disposal considerations, and transportation information. He includes that information on the label to make sure any potential hazards are clearly defined. There's just one last thing NJ needs to think about as he makes the label: emergency response. Since the label may be the first document checked in an emergency, he includes information about appropriate emergency response, especially proper personal protective equipment or PPE needed, and disposal methods for the material.
Like NJ, you can make a difference in your and your coworkers' safety by properly labeling all your samples. The benefits of labeling in the lab have been proven in labs around the world. Plus it shows you are lab safety smart, and that's a label worth having. Thank you for your time.